Esports in the Olympics by Gavin DiClaudio, Voytik, Piccirilli, Weston, and Earl. Inaugural Olympic Esports Games. The inaugural Olympic Esports Games are set to be held in 2027 in Saudi Arabia, with Road to the Games Olympic competitions starting in 2025. International Olympic Committee (IOC) President is excited for the new dynamic esports brings to the Olympics. This was a unanimous vote by the IOC. The IOC is partnering with the Esports World Cup Foundation (EWCF) to make this all possible. The IOC believes the EWCF will bring their expertise in game selection, tournament structures, and will help drive innovation in the development of the Olympic Esports Games. Why Saudi Arabia? They have a high commitment to esports, driven by their 2030 initiative, which aims to transform the country into a hub for sports and entertainment. They also have a well-proven track record when it comes to hosting esports events. They have had over 1,700 players from 80 different countries, while also attracting nearly 4 million fans throughout the recent years. Saudi Arabia also believes they can greatly empower their youth through esports. Quote for quote, they say that our commitment to esports is simply a reflection of the world our young people live in. Esports in the world. The IOC and EWCF are working on ways to make it fair for all players across the world to qualify for the Olympic Games. The Olympics are hoping this event will get younger people interested in watching the Olympics by offering something they already love. Adding esports to the Olympics is showing that gaming is becoming a real part of esports culture all around the world. What games are in the Olympic Games? In 2023, the Olympic Esports event used games based on real sports. The IOC wants to pick games that are safe, fair, and match Olympic values. In 2027, there's a chance more well-known games like Rocket League or EA Sports FC could be added. Bigger than just the games. The purpose for the Olympic Esports is to tap into a younger generation of fans. Show younger fans that esports is a legitimate sport. Recognize the skill, dedication, and commitment of esports athletes. To bridge the gap between traditional sports and esports. Build up to Esports Olympics. IOC has been involved with esports since 2018 with a proposal for Esports Olympics. In 2021, the Olympic Virtual Series had virtual sports like cycling, rowing, and sailing to bring a new audience and to get people excited for the Tokyo Olympics. In 2023, the Olympic Esports Week had the best of virtual sports and had in-person finals, which also opened a platform for discussions and education about esports. With the success of these events, it led to a full Esports Olympics. Challenges and considerations for Olympic esports. Game selection could become an issue because some popular games that are played professionally don't align with Olympic values. Ensuring fair participation opportunities for players could be a challenge due to some countries lacking the tech that others have. Cheating in esports is still an issue and seems to be easier to do than in a regular physical Olympic game. And then to conclude what we all said, the Olympic Esports Games represents a historic moment for the integration of digital and physical sports. As well, it's a big step toward engaging newer generations and adding more good competition to the Olympics. And then lastly, it opens the doors for the ones who cannot participate physically in the Olympics but still want to strive for greatness. And then I'll show you a video and an example of what these games would look like, and then here are the references that we talk about in our presentation. And here you just see on the right, you would see the face cam of the players and then the actual gameplay, as well as audio as I unmute this.
At least they are heating up a little bit on offense as we see it.
With the commentator talking about the game. Thank you for listening to our presentation.